My drums didn't pop, man. Y'all couldn't hear my drums? Doon 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 doon. Oh, let me get my light real quick. Doon 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 doon. Peak fiction. Doon 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 boom boom. Peak fiction. Hold on. Are we good? Why is it telling me that the chat disconnected? Don't tell me that my internet is tripping again. Well, regardless, hold on. Let me see. Let me double check here. Can't believe that I was muted. See, this is why we have chat. This is why we have chat. Let me make sure. I'm trying to make sure the light is on. Let me see. Okay. And my light should be good. Yeah, buddy. All right, perfecto. Now, for some reason, it's saying I'm like in 4K, but at the same time, it's saying that my feed is not receiving enough footage because of the lag. So, if at any point within this stream, we should be good though. I feel like I haven't had internet issues this week, but that is very weird. But ladies and gentlemen, besides that, what is good, y'all? It's good to see everybody, man. It is good to see the squad in this wonderful day. I have to give a huge shout out to my boy Akash Panda, who took time out of his day earlier whenever I was taking a small break at work to see if we could do something about the anime reactions. And so because I was telling him, I was like, bro, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to catch up on this. Can you give me some like high priority episodes? But the more he talked about it, the more I was like, I can't miss any of these episodes, man. So tonight we're gonna watch the anime after we read the manga, and that should be a really, really fun time. And so if it wasn't for Akash Panda, I probably would have skipped some episodes to react to just the episodes that were like highly requested, but not today. Not today, man. I'm gonna watch as many episodes as I possibly can tonight after the chapter. So if you are interested in the One Piece anime, we'll be reacting to as many as possible after 11:44. I'm on 11:45, and so thank Akash Panda for that. He persuaded me without even knowing he persuaded me. The God Hand of Finance comes in and drops 20 gifted memberships to the channel. All love to my boy Ali G, man. The legend. The legend of this channel. All love to my boy Ali G. As I always say, there's only one individual as consistent as Ichiro Oda. And no, it is not Luka Doncic. No, it is not Tyrese Maxey. And no, it might not even be LeBron Ramon James Jr. It actually is the God Hand of Finance, Ali G. And so, in my honest estimation, that is the only individual as consistent as Ichiro Oda. And so, all love to my boy Ali G. As I say every week, if you want a chance for a gifted membership, trust me, if you are here for the beginning of these streams, there is a chance for you to win a gifted membership. All love to Big Ali G, man. All the best to you, brother. Mr. Lil Hutch says, Coach, I'm still clocked in at work right now, but I want you to know you're in my ear. I need some good energy during the closing shift. I got you, bro. I got you. We're gonna come in with the energy. We're coming in strong. All right? I definitely got you. I definitely got you. Yeah, no, Akash Panda. That's why I'm so glad. Like I said, I'm so glad you gave me the response you did, because now we will be watching every episode. I just don't know if it'll all be tonight. Oh, it definitely won't all be tonight. But you know, we'll get some of them done tonight. So And then we have Josh Pointer comes in with a 5. It says Saint Figurland Recon. And he comes in with a Thou Shalt. Who do you think you are? Josh Pointer? Are you taking off the mask? Do you think you're Instant Messenger, Sama? You're not a plushie. You're not a plushie, and I know you're not a blob. You know, to be Instant Messenger, Sama, you've got to be 3 things. A blob, a plushie, and you've got to be willing to put in some sort of burger time. Because we know that my boy Instant Messenger Sama loves McDonald's more than Akainu does. That's all I know. If it's close and on drive-thru, Emu's there. But if it's far, Emu ain't going. And so, if you have those 3 things, then you may just be Instant Messenger Sama, Josh Pointer. Thou shalt obey moves every command and drop thy live chapter reaction right now or else. Now, I normally don't listen to commands from anyone, let alone this Messenger Sama, but I will do it today. I will do it today because, ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to read the latest installment in what I still need to do the title poll. Hold on, let me do the title poll. In what is and forever will be, maybe as long as we're doing these doing these chapter reactions, the best-selling manga in history. Let me put up this poll real quick. Are we reading the title today, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. For what is now and forever will be, as long as we're, doing these reactions, the best-selling manga in history. And the Queen Slayer comes in. Thank you, Josh Pointer, by the way. I appreciate you. Always appreciate you. Thank you so much for the all caps, so I know I'm in for some peak. Appreciate you. And the Queen Slayer 9121 comes in membership for 25 months, 2 years, and says, Cabra, cruda, fuego, goat, raw, fire. Coming in with all the universal language. All love to you, to the Queen Slayer. By the way, Queen Slayer, now that I see it here on your profile picture, we're back. Spin-off, January 18th. We will be there no matter what. Even though I was told by my boy, 30-minute episodes, not long enough, man. Not long enough. But we will be there for anything sort of Big George's universe. You know what I'm saying? So very excited. Very, very excited. Regardless, we are here today to read the latest installment. And no, my internet went out. No, I was just about to start reading the chapter, bro. We were cooking, man. No. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where is my internet? Where did we go? Where? Okay, I think we're connected again. I think so. I think we're good. But my page completely went blank there for a second. I was like, come on, man. Come on. That was very, very strange. Very, very strange. All love to y'all, man. Thank you so much for letting me know. Yo, lazy mofos, bro, I need an update, dog. What is going on in Final Fantasy VII? Talk to me, brother. I've thought of you, man. I was like, bro, I wonder where my boy is on my peak right now. You know what I'm saying? So let me know, lazy mofos. I'll keep an eye out on the chat. Let me know where you're at in FF7, how you're feeling, things of that nature, bro. I need to know. I need to know. Definitely tell me. Been a long week having some Pirate Tier rum. Gonna read the chapter for the first time with stream. Let's go, Ocean Flan. Very, very excited for that. We'll all read it here together. Quack2 says, I've seen screen caps of Gear 5 Bonnie, and OMG, I'm so excited to get there. It looks like pure magic. I can't wait to see that too, man. Oh, yes. Oh, man, how are they going to do that stuff in the anime? How are they going to do it? I'm going to let you know in Discord. I have a lot to say. Too much for here. Let me know, lazy mofos, for sure. Let me know, man. We'll most certainly read that whenever we get off the stream. But definitely let me know. So, now we're going to get into the greatness, because I do not have any more supers nor membership messages. So let's go ahead and get into some peaks. We're hitting good time. Good time, man. This will be easy for Akash Panda this week for a time code. Because right now, 15 minutes into the stream, for what might be the first time ever, we're going to be starting this chapter reaction. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today for, like I said earlier, what is now and forever will be, as long as this channel is doing reactions to this manga, the best-selling manga of all time in history. And we are going to be waiting the day, because they just updated it the other day, waiting the day when we surpass Big Soups. Now, it might be a little slower than I thought, you know. Overall, sales for One Piece feel like they definitely aren't as high as they once were. But, with world, at least in Japan, on a worldwide standpoint, it feels like the series is getting more popular, so maybe that'll add on to the count, and we'll by the time One Piece ends here, and we stop doing chapter reactions, then potentially we'll be able to see best-selling comic of all time too. But until that day, the second best-selling comic of all time. And we are here for that Elbaf greatness. We are here coming off of a wonderful, wonderful chapter with my boy red-haired Shanks, Big Shanksu, and the Herald greatness, Fisher Tiger. All of that greatness to finish it all off with the Loki heat. I can't wait to see what we're cooking this week, man. As we wind down the year. And during the, not next week, because next week I'm going to upload what we're going to record after the stream, or after the reaction. All of like the anime reactions that we do tonight, I'm going to upload next week as well, on Friday, for anybody who does not want to get spoiled in like the manga chapters. So that's going to go up next Friday. But during the following One Piece break week, we're going to do our favorite chapters of the year. So already start thinking about it, start putting your list together. Because man, it's gonna be a wild one this year, like a wild one. But it's because it's been such a wonderful year that we can all sit here together and say we're excited to read chapter 1168 of that one. John Cena's retiring next week, man. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Like, I generally don't know how to process it. You know what I'm saying? I don't. It's like whenever Naruto ended. It's like I thought it was always going to be there. So it's like, I can't believe my boy's retiring, man. Let me grab the iPad. And then we're hitting good time today, man. Good time. Good time. Making it nice and easy. Nice and easy. Yeah, that's true, Akash Panda. We're in for a long night. Long night. But like I said, if I start falling asleep, we're cutting it short. For the anime. But we're definitely going to be in for a good one. Let's get into it. Here we go. Well, I guess that is true, Kakarot. I never actually did see him, so if he's gone, it's like, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, where is my controller? Oh, look at that! Spawned right into 1167. Because I haven't used my iPad since last week. So, that's the first thing I saw when I opened it up. Oh wait, bro, have y'all played the Haikyuu game? I downloaded the Haikyuu mobile game, and a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I just got a notification for it, so it just reminded me. A lot of fun. Where is my controller for later? Okay, I see it. Oh, here we go. Chapter. What the heck? You're all caught up. What do you mean? I haven't read 1168. This website doesn't have 1168? The chapter dropped, right? Okay, hold on. Let me go to the good old T. Hold on. What the flag nards? Okay, I got it. One Piece chapter 1168. Elbaf Snow. Is that Hachi? Takoyaki 8 for Big Hachan. Okay. And we got snow dropping. Yeah. Yo, you know what's crazy about this cover spread? Is that last week, you guys kept telling me, like, bro, what about if we see something in related to, like, Drum Island or Dr. Kureha or something of that nature? And so to see a cover page that has, like, snow dropping is actually nuts. And the title of the chapter, that's actually really, really crazy. Cover request by Miss Fuji. A family of sheep knit 6 gloves for Hachan. Shout out to the sheep, man. Look at these nice looking sheep. And they have some coffee beans. Can't go wrong with coffee beans. You really, really can't. You really, really can't. Yeah, I finally found it. I got the chapter. Never seen 17. That is right, Winston. That is right. That is right. The Never Seen 17. Oda says, I can't stop eating these canned cookies. I realize the macaron boro are my weakness. Where's my warm crap? Alrighty. Let's get into some greatness, man. Where do we start off today? 15 years ago, that same year all over the world? And around the world chapter? Those giant marines are really doing a good job. They're so reliable. I always thought they looked scary, but now I wouldn't mind meeting one. He's talking about the giants, right? Can't you get us stocked up again? And we got a chef here. Elbaf seafood is super popular now, you know? I bet it is. Look at this piratey looking brother. Look at his hat. This here is a top quality Elbaf cedar. It's a rare and tricky item to import. I'll take it already. Elbaf New World. Herald. When we finally become a member nation, which is what he's been working so hard towards, I think we should build sightseeing ships so our people can freely visit all of our allies. Going back into Harold's entire reasoning for all this, right? He truly wants to build connections, bridges from Elbaf towards the other nations. And he believes one of the best ways that they can do that is with these tourist ships, which is very, very interesting. We're actually a rare minority from the perspective of the outside world, but there are many nations out there with a wide variety of races coexisting. This is thanks to a to a culture of mutual respect. Did I say mutual respect? Mutual respect. It's the exhaustion. Let's join the larger world, make new friends, and grow in knowledge together. Alright, Harold, cutting a promo. We're one step away. Our future has never been brighter. And what makes this so tragic to me is that we know those flipping flagnards in the Holy Land are just using this man. They're scamming him in 4K. But he truly believes it, man. And it's like, I can't blame him. He believes that he's so close to reaching what he's been working towards for the past 100 years. Yeah, let's ditch this warrior crap is kind of insane. I'll make it happen, Ida. The Walrus School, so now it's already been built and established. And I love how he says, I'll make it happen, Ida. Man. Dang, dude. That hits, especially coming off of last chapter. And we see the kids playing with ball, with what is it, a soccer ball? A basketball? It's some sort of ball. This is all thanks to you, Saul. And we see Saul and Harold. Better sharp kids than sharp blades, huh? Dead. She. Living Saul, man. But ain't you afraid you've lost something here, Harold? I don't believe that military power is what makes a country strong anymore. It's because of Ida. Ida, man. She had so much influence. So much influence on things that, you know, I always say there are certain people that enter our lives that influence us in ways that, like, we can't even begin to understand, and we might not even come to truly even see it for ourselves how much they've influenced us. And we clearly see that here with Harold and Ida, right? She taught me everything. Oh, she really did die. Oh, that makes the end of last chapter hit that much harder. Dang, bro. I kind of had a feeling whenever Harold said it here, like, I'll make it happen, Ida. Flagnards. Meeting her was the greatest blessing of my life. You know, Harold lost the two most influential figures in his life back to back. He lost Rox, and then he lost Ida. And we see how both deaths have impacted him in some sort of way. We see just how much he's had to change, or better, more so, how he's taken action because of those two deaths. I mean, Rox and Ida's death is definitely, it feels like the two monumental events that made Harold what he is here. Meeting her was the greatest blessing of my life. Hey, Harold. Ah, Flagnards, man. Don't do this. Elbaf really has changed a lot. When I first came here, there was tons of internal conflict. It was scary. But you've changed everything. Now children can laugh and study instead. It's like a totally different country. The old customs are backwards traditions. All of those bad practices from the warrior era will be thrown away. I know we've talked about this before, but I think it's so fascinating how both Wano and Elbaf, both of them are so focused on these ideas. You know, the ideas of the old regime and the upcoming new regime, right? And the mindset shift, the mentality, the culture shift. It's fascinating because, you know, in Wano, they never really wanted any ideas to come from the outside. They were so closed off, metaphorically and literally, from the outside world. And in Elbaf's case, Harold, coming in from the previous regime, was doing everything possible for those borders to have never been closed. Like, all he wanted was this from the very beginning. He came in with these ideas. And after his death, we see the type of repercussions that's taken on the present time. But I kind of like the whole warrior's pride part. It's really cool. You should cherish your culture. And I love that from Ida. Because it's the same thing Luffy and Usopp would say. Like, listen, I know you're trying to bring in change. I know you're trying to do things that'll make things better for the future. But you can't toss away who you are. You can't toss away one of the things that makes your culture. That warrior spirit, that warrior mentality. Embodied by individuals like Rania, right, in the present time. So, I love this coming from Ida. I really, really do. Don't you get it, Ida? It's that very culture that's kept us from marrying. I can't accept it. And it's like, that most certainly is true as well. That most certainly is true as well. You always did say you wanted to make me your legal wife. That really is the sweetest thing. We see her coughing here, she was already... Man. You're so cute. What about Loki? He'll always be Hadrudine's kid brother, won't he? In my heart, I've always thought of him like that. Feelings like that keep my heart full. It's what's kept me going all this time. But don't worry, it's okay. You're everybody's king, Harold. And you're almost there, right, bro? She was on her last, man. That's right, Ida. It won't be long. Soon we'll be connected with the whole world. Our world will be tens of thousands of times bigger. Then we can go traveling together. Just like the old days. Yeah, bro, at the very beginning of all this. That sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Me too. And we see that the hand drops. Man, bro, life isn't fair to One Piece moms, man. Life just isn't fair to these beautiful characters, bro. Loki's mother aside. You know what? No, Ida is Loki's true mother. We don't acknowledge that other specimen. Dang, dude. Flipping flagnards. Harold going away. Hadrudine. She passed away peacefully in bed, bro. See Rodo. Man. And we see Loki in prison, obviously. We saw what he did last time. When we see the snow falling. No, man, and Loki does the classic tip of the hat to hide his sadness. Man, that's painful, bro. That's like really, really painful. Dang, dude. I really do feel for the entire family. I feel for Hadrudine, for Loki, for Harold, for everyone who's ever gotten to know Ida. She feels like she's just been just a bright spot of sunshine on this entire place. Flagnards, man. 14 years ago, the Holy Land of Marijoa. Shanks is missing. Shanks is missing. Indeed, had he completed his last mission, he would have been formally knighted. Had he completed the last mission, he would have been formally knighted. As you were our next choice, that opportunity now falls to you. What will you do? I'll naturally accept the honor of being one of God's knights. Doing that will secure Elbaf's membership status. Congratulations, then. The Great One has agreed to trust in you. It's been a long process. And we see all the Gorosei. You'll be remembered as a king who brought great change to Elbaf. Well, to be honest, when Elbaf finally joins the world government, I plan to relinquish the throne. A younger, more virtuous ruler than I should take over. And you already see, Sanji's dad ain't having none of that. That is a matter for Mu. Bro, this is so crazy to me that we could have like nonchalant chapters where Emu just pops up out of nowhere, man. Holy flagnars. That is a matter for Mu to decide as they go over to the throne. Why? Why is there someone on the empty throne? Come. Mu has been watching the Herald. So this must be whenever Emu started. So I wonder how that works. Because obviously our assumption is that Emu Domireversi's herald, and that is what leads to the tragic end of this flashback. And this is what leads towards it. But, excuse me, now this is really, really interesting. Congratulations then, the Great One has agreed to trust in you. In a long process, you remembered as a king who brought great change to Elbaf. Well, to be honest, when Elbaf finally joins the world government, I plan to relinquish the throne. A younger, more virtuous ruler than I should take over. That is a matter for Mu to decide. Why is there someone sitting on the empty throne? Come, Mu has been watching the Herald. We cut over. Massive yell. Going to assume it's coming from Herald, potentially coming from the Domireversi. This power. Now he has the mark. So he has the mark of the Abyss now. So now Emu, granting Herald the power, officially has now the tattoo that has a little bit of an extra mark on it. We see that it has like the original X, the circle, but now it has sort of like a horseshoe on it as well. So I'm going to assume this is only given to those who reach like that next level, that next status. It's surging within me. It's chilling. And we see the Gorosei under him. Oh, and it's got like that rough artwork from like the chapter 298 and the Kuma flashback. Here on the bottom. The sketchy artwork. This is the power of... Do we know now? We know how the Gorosei have lived for all this time. You know, for so long we've been speculating. Was it the, Law's fruit that somehow the Opi no Mi granted immortality to all these Flagnards? No, the mark has granted them immortality. What's fascinating about that is that from a biblical standpoint, there's like a certain point in the scripture where it says, if you take the mark of the beast, even if you attempt to die, even if you're like beheaded or something, like it says, like in final days, people will try to die, but if you've taken the mark, you still won't die. And that is so interesting in context here with what we're having here in this One Piece chapter. Is that now, once you've reached a certain level with this mark, you get immortality. That is so interesting. So now it really makes me think, because we know Herald died. So if Herald died, no, Saturn died, and I'm going to assume Saturn, didn't assume, Saturn was granted the power of immortality. So Emu can, of course, grant and take away immortality. But it's all connected to this mark. It still sends shivers down the spine. So even Warcurry is like, man, I still get goosebumps. He is now beyond any wild monster. He has been forged into a mighty weapon. And then look at the visual. He has been forged into a mighty weapon, and it shows the swords that belong to all of the 20 kings from back in the day, bro. Yo, what a visual. What a visual, son. This is the power of immortality. It still sends shivers down the spine. He is now beyond any wild monster. He has been forged into a mighty weapon. And what an amazing visual it is. Wow. Out of all the things I was looking to see this week, it was not the answer to the immortality question we've been having for so long. Exactly JD Double Bubs. It is brilliant how well it's used in context. It's actually one of my favorite things about Oda that I've always said from the very beginning. One of the things that drew me to One Piece is how One Piece utilizes, whether it be myths or fairy tales or whatever, and twists it into Odifying it in many different ways. And we've seen how he's done that with creation myths and religion in the last, especially in like the last few years. But this thing it really fascinates me. This whole mark concept, it really, really does. Consider thyself an immortal knight sworn to Mu. Immortal? I can't believe it. Carve an abyss pentagram in Elbaf. So that's what they're called? That will mark the bond between us, and I'm assuming that is how he was so easily able to show up. Not just him, the way that Shamrock and Gunko were also able to easily show up within that same room. So I'm going to assume that room that has that thing, that is where Shamrock and Gunko were originally able to pop out of, because that thing was already established as a connection, as a part of the deal. The bond between them. Thy dearest wish shall finally be granted? No, this is the final line from Emu as we transition over to Harold and the rest. And the thing is, that just leads even more to the tragedy. Because what we're seeing here is a real and actual selling of the soul to attain what one desires most. But most of the time when you see that in stories, it's done for fame, it's done for wealth, it's done for a multitude of different things that one could consider to be selfish acts. Harold is selling his for something that he believes will be better for his people. That to me is tragic. That to me is really, really sad, because what he's doing, he has good intentions. He really does have good intentions. Oh, man. It's just, man, dude. Harold. Huzzah! As soon as this last mission is completed, Elbaf will be recognized as a member nation of the world government. Thank you, King Harold. Quest Castle. There it is. The thing that popped up inside of the castle. That's where Shamrock came from. Could you repeat that, Great Emu? They conversated through this thing too? Mobilize the entire nation and form a grand army of warriors. The giant warrior fleet will stand alongside the Marines and serve the world as... Wait. No, hold on. Everything I've done was to free Elbaf from violence. Of course, if anyone still wishes to fight, I'll gladly encourage them to enlist in the Marines, but who is the king talking to in there? And Emu comes in and we see the... Oh my goodness! Thou vowed to atone for Elbaf's history, even at the cost of becoming a slave. I meant to carry that burden alone. The burden of such history is too great for thee to bear alone. Now hold thy tongue. Thou cannot disobey Emu. We know that is the one thing Emu despises more than anything else, is disobedience. That's why he hates the idea of Luffy and Nika and Joy Boy so much. Because that would be the one thing that would cause it all to cause just an entire disobedient reality, right? A whole bunch of disobedient individuals. But that idea fascinates me because of number one, the burden of such history, the burden of the Giants, the burden of Elbaf is so great that one man can't handle all of that. And it really goes to show, seeing this here, how much Emu truly values the Warriors of Elbaf adds actually a lot of weight to what we got at the beginning of the pre-time skip when we were focusing on why it is that the WG was trying to recreate their own Giants. It's that we've always known how important it was to them, but to see it here, like actually seeing the King of the World doing all of this just to have Harold, and then of course the entire nation of Elbaf be under Emu, it's like we understand now why he values them so much. And even attempt to create his own. Thou cannot disobey Mu. Those who enter a deep sea covenant may gain immortality and power, but it comes at the cost of total obedience. That adds so much to the members of the Gorosei. That one line just made me so intrigued to see how the Gorosei were formed. Because now I understand that these individuals cannot, once they take that thing, disobey Emu. So that adds weight actually, not just to the Gorosei, that adds weight to the Holy Knights, that adds weight to Garling, to any individual who's ever taken this thing. Disobedience is something they cannot do. That adds so much to those characters. Because I always thought, at the very least for the Gorosei, it's like, man, how do they feel about all this? How do they feel about Emu doing this and swearing loyalty to this individual? They may not have a choice. So it's like, that is fascinating, man. I want to know so much more about the creation of the Gorosei now. Thou wilt carry out Mu's orders regardless of thine own will. This isn't good, I'm losing control. Elbaf, they never meant for it to become part of the fold. Curse that Emu. Guards, the plan was always to enslave the warriors of Elbaf. And here it is, we're heading towards the end of the flashback. What is it, your majesty? Is someone? Chain me to this pillar, here it comes. Hurry, summon Elder Jarl and my sons. But sire, I believe Hadrudin is still out to sea. And Loki, Lord Loki, that is still in prison after what happened. I can't resist for long. What exactly is concerning, your majesty? None of that matters, now release him. Jail, realm of the dead. You're free to go, Loki. Head to Quest Castle at once, the king requires your presence. The Jarl's house. Something urgent? What's going on? And so we return to where this tale began. Oh my god, bro, it's time. The day of the castle massacre, when Elbaf's most beloved king, Harold the Benevolent, lost his life. Break next week. Let's go. Oh man, good chapter, bro. Good chapter. Really good chapter. Especially for the Emu Herald stuff, man. Really, really well needed. And that was a missing piece of context that I really, really, really wanted. And I'm so glad we got it, especially in the execution, the way we got it. How Emu instills fear in those under him. Right? I mean, this is yet another chapter that adds so much weight to the whole Emu and Luffy dynamic. Because Emu subjugates everyone under him. Emu does not allow any type of free will. It is all obedience or nothing. Nothing. And so it just adds even more excitement to the Luffy-Emu dynamic. And I can't wait to see that in the present time. But now we're getting close to the end of the flashback. The flashback now could end by the end of the year. Which means by the beginning of next year, we're back in the present. Oh, it's going to be so peak. That's going to be so peak. And as we head to the end of this flashback, yet another chapter that really hits home as to this is definitely like, man, just such a top tier flashback. I really, really enjoyed this. I enjoyed the Shanks, obviously, aspect of it, of like him missing, going, obviously becoming a pirate after that, and potentially having that mark. And then, of course, we know that the Sea King eats it. It's, we've talked about that for months, but that's so cool. Then, of course, the Emu and Harold stuff in this chapter, definitely my biggest highlight of it. Ida, man, my heart goes out to Ida. Definitely one of One Piece's greatest mothers. And a wonderful, wonderful character that has so much influence on everything. But this entire situation with Harold is just so tragic because it's like, he has good intentions in his heart. But man, he dealt with the wrong people. He dealt with the worst of the worst that this world has to offer in Emu and the Gorosei. And now we see what happens when you deal with the devil, literally speaking in this particular case. And it's like, man, dude, that is what a tragic end to such an incredible character. And we're gonna see just how tragic it's gonna end up being in the next two chapters. I'm assuming in the next chapter, the chapter after, will be the end of the flashback. So it's like, man, dude. And then we still have so much to answer from that first chapter, right, when we enter the flashback, the Ace Attorney case chapter. I love the way the Emu was presented in this chapter. I mean, that was real villainy right there. I'm talking real villainy. The type of villainy that we love to see in our stories. The type of like hateful villainy. The type of, oh man, I can't wait for Luffy to beat the Flagnars out of you, or Blackbeard type of villainy. Like that type of villainy. Like you see where all of the kings in the One Piece world that act this way, that have made us want to see like people punch Walpole or whoever it is that came after before. But to know the king of the world who does this, man, it's like flipping Flagnars, but you just can't wait for someone to sock him. And it's gonna feel good when it happens, especially in the present time. We've gotten so much Emu with this flashback that now I feel like with every chapter, because when we got Emu last week, I was like, man, that's like after getting him so much in the rocks section of it, it was like, man, it's kind of crazy to me. But now getting more Emu here, we've got so much Emu that when we get back to the present time, I can really see us getting quite a bit out of Emu, actually. Because what I was expecting was when we get back to the present, that we were going to get some sort of like Emu, like maybe like a chapter or two with like, talking about Joy Boy and Nika and Luffy and all of that before eventually going back to the Holy Land, right? But now, with how much Emu we've gotten, I wouldn't be surprised if we get quite a bit of Emu in the present time before he gets sent back to the Holy Land. Either way, I just loved the way the Emu was presented in this chapter. It was, pure villainy, man. Pure villainy. In the way that's needed for a character like that. So I really enjoyed it from that regard. And my heart, like I said, goes out to Harold. Because he has good intentions, bro. He's a good dude. And he's just flipping Flagnars. Okay, let's go ahead and go into our supers before we get to the real Gilead Osborne energy from Emu. That's actually a good comparison. I like that. Yeah, subjugation in the guise of salvation, absolutely. Let me see. So we got from Money right here. This comes on the 5. It says, Keigo-con, let's try this again. We failed in 2 streams. 7 faded super chats. I read the super chats. To read, sit on Discord, important. Okay, well, I'll definitely read that in my time, for sure. Also, bad/good news on Harold family in them. Gotcha, brother. Gotcha. We'll definitely be reading that, man. Definitely be reading that on my own time. But I appreciate you for stopping by today, Muddy. Truly, truly appreciate you. And I apologize for not being able to read it in this last week. Um, I think I will definitely continue to try to catch up because I'm like 250 messages back right now, so I'm trying to catch up, man. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Muddy. And then Josh Porter gives a membership for 27 months and says, Ito, one of the best One Piece moms for real. Facts. Facts. Hard facts. Then Akash Panda goes to the 5 and says, Shanks acted a little too well. Emu was like, that Shanks kid is a true celestial dragon. Let's make him a knight. Wait, where'd he go? Shanks dipped so fast. Shanks was like, I'm not taking part in this garbage, man. He went up there a few times with Emu and the Gorosei and was like, this executive life isn't for me. It's not for me, man. You know, he took part in a few CEO meetings and said, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, man. And I can't blame him. They probably invited him to a Diddy party or something. My boy was like, yeah, I ain't doing all that. You know, we ain't doing all that. Then Akash Panda comes to the 5 and says, JP word for immortality doesn't include agelessness. Herald only got immortality equals regen. Only the elders have agelessness. Ah. So there's a differentiation. Thank you for sharing that, because I honestly thought it was the same thing. I honestly thought it was the same thing. Interesting. Herald got immortality in regards to regen. Only the elders have the agelessness. Okay, I got you. There's a separate word for that. Thank you for sharing, Koshman. I would not have known otherwise. Like, in the slightest. Yes, Quack 2. I love that too. Quack 2 says, I like how Emu fit more like a conscious thread in the shepherd than a physical one. Yes, me too. Which is the way that Emu should feel, honestly, in the type of role that Emu fits within the story. And then JD Double Dubs comes in with a 10 and says, a chilling power, a horned symbol, and Domi Reversi turning you into a demon that turns on your allies. Queen might have been onto something with that Isoni plague. Trying to tell you, that's facts. That is hard facts. JD Double Dubs is cooking with that statement on Frankie's father. Cooking. Frankie's father was onto something, man. Onto something. No doubt about that. But let me see. I think that was it. Please hit Discord. Where's my stuff? Oda posted a picture of his Emu plushie drawing the scene of Harold getting stabbed. Oh my gosh, bro. Oda was spoiling that Emu was behind it all. Emu's got... This Emu plushie, I'm telling you, man, just burn it. Burn it. Burn it at the stake. Just burn it. Goodness gracious, bro. Holy flagnards. Was that the only thing in Kosh Panda? So I was looking inside of the One Piece Discord here. I think that was it. So that was it right in our Discord chat. Thank you for sending me that, because that flipping Flagnard needs to get burned at the stake. That's all I know. But then Alejandro Solis comes in with a 5. Says, How do you feel that Harold never talked about Nika like the other giants have? Do you think that Shanks was going to warn him, but is chilling in a hot tub? How do you feel that Harold never talks about Nika like the other giants have? Do you think that Shanks was going to warn him, but is chilling in a hot tub? It's actually a great point. It's actually a really good point. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. He really hasn't ever brought that up the way the other giants have. Maybe that has something to do with his personality. Knows of the history. That's just his personality. He wanted to become his own man. You know, he is trying to disregard, quote unquote, the old era to bring in this new era, the future. Maybe that has something to do with it too. Yeah, facts. Krish Bora. Same thing with Shanks. Like what was brought up here. Like Shanks. Shanks was in Elbaf the day Harold died. So it's gonna be really interesting seeing how like all of this ties in. People don't talk with each other in this story. That's true. That's very true, Jacob. What if Shanks' final mission was to attack Guinea's base and kidnap her, and Shamrock ended up taking over with Shanks' dip? Ooh, I like that. Gitoki's heart. That's a cook. That is a cook. That is a cook. Alrighty, y'all. Let's go ahead and transition into watching the anime. Let me get that stuff ready here so we can watch as many episodes as possible tonight. Once again, emotional chapter, good chapter, good chapter. Good stuff there with Emu. Stuff to really think about as well. But I gotta thank Kosh Panda. No, I didn't mean to turn off my light. What am I doing? I gotta thank Kosh Panda for... Crap. I think I just messed up my light. No. Okay. Alright. I got it here. Got it.
What are you doing?
No. All right. All right, y'all. It is once again. We're going to be catching up to the anime. That is what we discussed at the beginning of the stream. That we're going to use like the end of this, like the final part of this stream. It was going to be like the first part for the chapter reaction, do a little discussion, and then we're going to transition into watching the anime. Which is going to be very fitting considering the content that's being covered here. With the Gorosei stuff and the speech, Vegapunk speech. Alright, just gotta get my timer, put it up. Flipping flatliners. Oh yeah, I was watching some episodes that weren't in Egghead last time I was watching One Piece on here. It's not gonna go all the way over to Egghead. 11. Last episode was 11:44. So we're on 11:45. Perfecto. Okay, let's put that. Let me find my timer. So we're starting with 11:45. I'm on 11:45, Quack 2. 11:45. Like I said, my apologies for doing it this way this week. We normally just do the discussion and end the stream. But if I don't do this, I won't be able to catch up to the anime again by the end of the year. So I'm trying. Thank you, Quack 2. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Truly, truly appreciate you. Truly, truly appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna like Kosh Panda said, I'm gonna keep watching until I fall asleep. So, just trying to take as much advantage of the time that we have as possible. Let me get the timer up. Let me see. Where is... Let me see. Muddy comes in with a 2 and says, read my Discord PMs in your mind. Send, if not, 7 supers. No, yeah, I got you, Muddy. I will definitely be reading those in my mind for sure. Trust me. Definitely be making my way through that, brother. Thank you so much for the super as well. Truly, truly appreciate you. Where in the flying flagnards is the timer? Bro, I haven't used the timer on here in so long. Is this? Let me see. You know it is. Yeah, man, they send that 10,000 word FF7 dissertation for sure. Do I gotta make a new timer? Is this the timer? Yeah, we got it. Okay, perfect. So, let me see now. Last time we did this, we were on... Oh, look at that. We were reading Kingdom on here. Yes, sir. Shout out to Kingdom. Okay, we're not reading Kingdom today. We're reading One Piece, or watching One Piece. Come on. No. How do I put... Come on. I'm trying to put One Piece episode on here. Yeah, no worries, Gosh Panda. Absolutely. Come on, man. Absolutely, Zach, man. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm trying to get it up. If I can't get it up, then it's okay. I think I got it. One Piece episode 11:45. All right, perfecto. All right. Okay, did you watch AJ's Kingdom read through, bro? I did not, man. I haven't had an opportunity to do anything. It has been crazy. It has been a crazy time. So I unfortunately have not been able to. All right, here we go. He tried it once. Now he's on to the Go Dragon Ball. Yeah, that's what he was telling me. He was gonna. I didn't know he was gonna read Kingdom, but I knew he told me he was gonna read Dragon Ball. All right, y'all. Here we go. Well, actually, I just remembered this is gonna go up next Friday on YouTube. So might as well do a formal introduction. What is going on, everybody? King Recon here today to react to however many episodes we can react to before I fall asleep. And so we're gonna watch One Piece anime. I am recording this on chapter reaction night, so we're gonna do that. And it's go time here, starting off with episode 11:45 in I just gotta make sure the timer is good. Come on, timer. There's gonna be one thing about this that I just gotta make sure. Where's my control? 3, 2, 1. Nope, it didn't pop. Try it again. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Money comes in with a 2. Bro, this opening. One of these days, we're going to do an opening tier list. You'll know where this is. Yeah, this opening goes hard. Money comes in with a 2 and says it was painful. Destiny beefing with Harold. You'll see. I got you, man. Man, beefing with Harold. Destiny beefing in particular. I definitely got to read what that's about, brother. Appreciate you, man. Look at this emu stuff, bro. Yo, I can't wait for the greatness Nustro is gonna be cooking. Hopefully in this stream tonight. Bro, this part right here, peak. Excuse me. Emeth, man, I can't wait to see you in the anime. No, we can't skip the recap. This is like the recap theme, bro. I have heard this go to a recap since I was like 15 years old. It's always this, or this is like one of like the 5 songs they always use for the recap. I actually needed this recap. I feel like I haven't watched the anime in a few weeks. This episode was so good, dude. Zoro and Lucci. We had the boys. Dorian Brogy putting in work. Gear 5 shenanigans. The Gorosei transformation. It was just, man, nothing but heat. You, man. Yeah, it needs lobby feels, for real. Dude, Pluto, banger opening. Banger opening. Here we go. Luffy and the Warriors of Elbaf. I'm telling you, man. Fitting. Fitting. Moltres. I really love how the Gorosei have like their own specific like Conqueror's Hockey Lightning. It's like it just looks sinister. I still can't believe Jinbei was rocking the Tito fit from Rocket Power in this arc. I'm not gonna lie, looks good on him. But it's still the Tito fit. Dang, Lucci! Did he have that many cuts in the manga? Bro, my man got sliced! Makes sense, yo. Zoro put in work on my boy. No bandana. I have respect for Lucci, man. He took an L to the captain and the vice captain in the same arc and is still standing. God bless him. Tito greatness. It's my boy. Let's go, Jinbei. I think it was pretty strong. Lucci's still standing. Look at Moltres. Goodness gracious. Zoro, that's a good question. I would have been asking the same thing. Just look at that thing, dude. Just look at that thing, dude. It looks even more unsettling because of the CGI. It reminds me of that one Courage the Cowardly Dog thing. Return the slab. That's the Gorosei. Shout out. Cuckoo. Here comes my boy. Elbaf's God of Legend, bro. Very interesting verbiage, honestly. An arch villain. I love that. I forgot they said that. Nah, for real. W Bro Lucci. W Bro Lucci. 100%. What's going on? What's going on, Art Designs? Bro, this is one of the OSTs of Legend for sure, Pluto. All-timer OST right here. Yo. My man's blew everything away with that. You know, all he did was inhale and exhale. It feels like everything's just being destroyed. Dude's getting knocked out. All he did was breathe. Oh, I love this. Oh, yeah, this is the face. When he's gonna put it back together. Yep. Straight up Mr. Potato Head style, man. Damn, I don't know. It's just so silly, bro. Like, the man had his scar. That not just one scar, both scars. The one under his eye, the one on his chest. Man, it's, like, come on, bro. Truly. I love that. So they both came to different conclusions. Like, you look funnier than before, and the other one say you look stronger than before. And they're both true. This man is repping it up like he's. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. The shield. Hmm. Yeet. Yes, sir. Send that huge pig all the way packing. Pack this spider up, bro. The baseball! The baseball! Oh, I've been waiting for this. Hold up. Yes! Here goes the paint. This is how Mihawk painted his blade right here. Yes, sir. Yo, we love to see it. They even gave it a full-blown music and animation and everything. Yo! Yes! They went all out for this. Home run. That was beautiful. Yes. They went all out for that scene. They gave it its own animation. They gave it its own background, its own sound effects. They even said, George! We love to see it. We love to see it. So it wasn't hockey, gold hockey? Straight up, though. 100%. 100%. They are cooking this man for dinner, bro. Look at him. They do look pretty terrifying from that angle. Classic Usopp. The way that Robin's sleeping is how I'm gonna be here in a few. After a few more episodes. Okay, Jinbei? Bonnie, man. Dude, that flashback. Yeah, they just recently added Bonnie to Pirate Warriors, so I'm still gonna play with the neck dude! Stassi. Here comes Moltres. Dude, I remember reading these chapters like it was yesterday, bro. This was such a surreal stretch in the series. Like, I can't believe this stuff is happening. The Gorosei. And Kizaru. Pizarro, mind you. My boy. Oh, Emmett, you sound fire. You sound fire, my boy. Joy boy. Ooh, I gotta hear that again. Yes, sir. Yo, straight up Otani mode. What's going on, Black Mind? Bro, Akash Panda, the man. The main man. Bro, look at him. Look at him, yo. Looking nice in the anime. There's something far larger than the giants, bro. Look at that. No! My episode paused for a bit. I apologize. I'm gonna have to stop it. Flag, Northman, we're doing so good! My episode stopped. Hold up. Hold up. No! Okay. Let me let it catch up to 2119. Give me a sec. 3. So I'm at 2109. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We're at the end of the episode, too. We were doing so well. Sorry, Joy Boy. We're going straight to the next episode. Sorry, I love that ending, but we gotta cook. What the heck is this? Dr. Chopper's Adventure? Checkup Trader's Masquerade. I'm sorry, Chopper. We ain't watching whatever this is. Okay, 11:46. Let me pull up the timer again. Alright, y'all. Let's go ahead and put it on. 11:46. Man, I really am rocking with my boy's voice. Okay, 11:46. In 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Perfect. Let's get it. Bro, I forgot that baseball scene was there in that moment. That was so good. That was so good. My apologies for, I don't know what happened there in the last, 10 seconds of the last episode. My thing just stopped. I think it's because I connected it to a charger. I had to charge my controller. But man, it feels so good to finally hear his voice. Dude, Akash Panda, man. Once again, thank you. Because now we can just sit here and watch these episodes. Let's go, y'all. What did I say? It's always that song, man. It's always a song. You man. You man. Now that's a menace. That's a real one right there. Look at him. Bro, shades on, still putting in work. Goodness gracious. The flipping neck dude, bro. Oh, I forgot the title hadn't popped. Stussy and Edison's Resolve. Come on, Frankie. You see the neck, dude? Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it! Let's go, man. Good stuff, Frankie. We always believed in you. Ooh, okay, Bonnie? Yo. Watch out, Akash, man. Yee! Smack the flag nerds out, my guy. She's still going ham on that man. Okay, Atlas? Atlas came in strong. I thought Atlas was going to hit a Detroit smash or something. Charging it up like that. The neck dude, bro. Just look at him. Yo, man. Oda's hilarious. I forgot he did that. Destiny, Big Money comes in and says that Destiny beef with 3 friends, the faded letters are over. One left. Shane's Drew Fins Part 4. Madison BF. Inspired me to forgive the family. Discord explains. Gotcha, Muddy. And thank you so much for the super. Comes and says, I hope you're enjoying your inner conflict faded letter. I most certainly will. Whenever I get the chance to read it, brother. Appreciate you. My man fired a Saro. Straight up. Look at that thing. That's Kamehameha. The smug face. Seriously. Will the brain fruit never go into circulation ever again? It's a great question, actually. Would they all need to do? Actually, yeah. If it belongs to all of them, that's actually a great question. I'm sure it would have to eventually, right? Exactly. That is, like I said, Akash Man, that's a great question. Oh man, this is the version of the song that plays when Luffy's in front of the three admirals. Yep. Dun, 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 right there, right? You see Luffy. Boom, 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 boom. Three admirals right there. Remember, like it was yesterday, man. Shout out. Goated soundtrack. And now we got that for Edison and Lilith. Love to see it. Yeet. Bro, look at this. Look at the art. Oh, yeah, exactly. The Stomp Gatling. Dude, look at the art. Nice. Muscle, muscle? Oh, look at that shot. Dude, Rises looks so good. This looks amazing. Goodness. Feel the impact of that too. I feel like every time Luffy goes into muscle form, going back to the original reveal, my man looks sick in the anime. And looked down and was like, huh? Carl. Fermented shark. That's what I'm. Yo, also that was Ota. Yo, that looked insane. But you know what? That does make sense. Like the from like the art style, it really does. That looked awesome. Why does Edison have a jetpack and he says don't juice? That's good. Yeah, true. '07 edition. He'll be missed. My boy Edison, man. They showed this scene, Red Rock, at New York Comic Con. Ooh, nice. Ah, yes, because that was around that time they were doing this. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Ooh, okay. Here it comes. Oh my goodness, look at this! Look! Yo, 2 golden scenes in the same episode? Look at my boy. Look at my boy. That's my captain right there. My boy has 2 peak Red Rock scenes. Oh yeah, here comes this flag nerd. Crap. Never changed, Chopper. Yeet! Man. Just looking sick. Sick. When that money comes in, please also give OP tubers their letters. I said Discord. I got you, money. I'll have to look them over, but I definitely got you, brother. I got you. If I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you later on Discord about that. Here we go. Oh, they didn't even give us a chance to see it. All right, next episode. Morge gave Rick condolence and Saiyan Z3. Yo, shout out to my boy Manu. I didn't know you knew Manu. Vid comment. Yo, shout out to both of them. Shout out obviously to Morge, awesome dude, and shout out to my boy Saiyan Z3, man. That's my guy, bro. I'm really glad that you were able to get in contact with them as well, buddy. That's super awesome. All right, let's pull up 1147. I feel like I'm about to sneeze, trying to hold off on it here. All right, here we go. Whoops. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Perfect. Look at that, man. 3 episodes down, baby. Or 2 episodes down. On the 3rd episode. On the 3rd episode. Man, give me a second before the episode starts. Let me. Alrighty. Let's get it. Hey, my Japanese friend. Give me until the end of this episode, and then I will translate that message for you, alright? And I appreciate you as always, man. You, man! Yeah, classic recap OST, man, as always. Can't go wrong with it. It's crazy, right? Because I was thinking about Dragon Ball's recap OSTs the other day. And it's like, it's so consistent. You always get the same one in the same saga. One Piece, over 1,000 episodes. We have like the same like 6 or 7 recap songs. And it's just going to make them extremely nostalgic when I re-listen to the soundtrack after the series is over. It's like, oh yeah, I remember this. The same way we do now. Look at this shot of my boy Nustro, bro. Here we go. Just like that emoji Ask Clover just put. That's what we're about to see right here. Oh snap! Wait a minute. Based on that title. Hold up. Is this episode what I think it is? There he is. This is still insane to me. I love the artwork for this panel. Such a great panel. And that seat of consciousness and what is death hits so much harder with context. Oh yeah, we're gonna be going around the world. The squad and flipping You know, fun fact, I think the last time I saw Kaya was in the live action, because I don't think I've rewatched Syrup Village in years. It's been a few years since I've rewatched Syrup Village. So I think the last time I saw Kaya was in the live action. and the whole Syrup Village Squad. Actually, no. I think I've rewatched Syrup Village since then. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I did. The Twin Capes. My boy Crocus. This is still one of the coolest parts about this entire message. Just being able to see all these reactions. Look at Laboon, boys! Come on, man. Legendary. All these connections we've made throughout the course of the entire series. Baltimore, Frankie trained. And they've got this thing on an HD monitor, bro. Then Mushi's getting away at top speed. Yo, for real, that thing was moving. They even had Marcus Mars sweating. He seemingly is now transformed into a ship. That whole ship thing is so ridiculous to me. And where Chopper also trained. I've always loved this island. I know I've said this before. I said this when the chapter dropped. But I've always loved this island. It reminds me so much of, I don't know if you guys ever played the game Pocket God. It reminds me so much of that game. That island. God, this is different with context. The island full of land, y'all. Peak. There we go. He's still going. He got cooked. Yo. That Mushi, look at its durability. It's still moving and it got hit by an attack from a Gorosei. That's what you call durability right there. Crocus mean mugging like a G. You know this was about to occur. I'm saying. He lived through it. He's been waiting for this day for 20 years. Then in Mushi goes go to say power scalers and shambles. And we always knew then in Mushi top 5. Well, the way they're just communicating telepathically. It's like, yeah, man. We don't even have to be next to each other to talk to each other. This dude has super hearing, man. Super hearing for that. Mm. Okay. 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 Ooh. Okay. Sanji getting a clean hit on the dopest Gorosei member. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at that. Look at that. Goodness gracious, dude. Well, that was that. That was that. That boy Nustro, man. He's built different. The soundtrack of legend. Dun, 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 dun. That's how you send something to commercial, baby. That's how you send it to commercial. First time we see time zones in the One Piece world because of the live broadcast, nighttime most of the Faraday except for Twin Capes, which is furthest. Yeah, true that actually. Actually, yeah, that's a great point. Luffy vs. Ratchet, dude, that's one of the greatest soundtracks, man. Sabodi. Oh, this hits. This entire island hits completely different. my boy Big Duval. Yes, sir. Germa double C. Caesar! The boy! Judge top 5. The bearer of big news. We want to see VV Morgans. He's about to cook too, because we know what he's about to talk about. Bro, Money, that's awesome, man. Monroe's a good dude, bro. I really, really do have so much love for Saiyan Z3. He was the one from that day. He is too lax to a Kainu. Saturn's like, stop breaking cigars and get out from behind that desk. Oh yeah, they did a phenomenal job with that panel. One old timer. Here comes. This world will sink into the sea, bro. Dude, I'll never forget reading that for the first time, man. The panel. Oh yeah, the panel! Oh, I just had to stop it and cut it out there. What a bunch of sickos, bro. Alright, yeah. We're gonna do at least one more. At least, oh yeah. With that title? With the title of episode 1148? I'm definitely doing this. I am definitely doing this episode. We might leave it off on this episode. Oh. Yeah, man, no, I have so much love for Saint Z3, bro. Shane, Money, some people's Herald. Sarah Village, yeah, shout out to your village, man. Definitely awesome work. You're here for Soy Shane, Money, my second best friend from high school from Madison #1. You to beef that happened read up now, Jackson during it. It's so underrated. Go back and watch it in English. Dude, I've actually watched that arc in English several times. I actually really do like that arc in the English dub. I think it most certainly is a great arc in the English dub. That shot was beautiful. The beautiful shot. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Alright, we have to watch this episode. I was about to go to bed because I am feeling extremely exhausted, but I can't go to bed after the way that episode ended. And the title of this episode, we're watching this. Here we go, y'all. 11:48. I think this is gonna be it for me tonight. But I gotta watch this episode. Hold on, bro. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. You can't just title an episode this. You seriously can't. Good art, the scenery, world art now. Top tier this episode, so they keep it up. Yeah, no, they've been cooking. They have been cooking. All that right there, dude. Woo! We're cooking. Oh, that means we're gonna get that one panel animated in this episode. I really can't wait to see how they do that. All love to you, Book of Eli, man. All love to you, brother. We're just watching the anime right now. Here we go. What the flip? No recap. No recap for Hajimari no Kazoku. Joy Boy. And we go straight to McDonald's headquarters. Oh shoot, I can already tell it's gonna be a banger. Hina's in it. 10 out of 10 episode. Akainu with a cigar. Oh, my town. Skypiea, you will never be forgotten. They're still out there mocking people, man. Water 7. They're used to this, though. Polly! The whole world. Impel down. Yo, don't be with that laugh, dude. Magellan. Holy flag darts. Nice. Nice. To somewhere higher. Fishman Island. Yo, I love the way this episode has been presented already, bro. This is already peak. All other concerns are secondary, bro. Yeet. Smoothie. Yo, long ring long. Big tangent. Look at Kuzan. Dude, Binging all of this in succession like this? Yeet. Mm. Poor Chopper. Ooh. Great shot. Great shot of the Mother Flame. I flew too close to the sun, man. One of the best lines in this entire message. Yes, sir, Akash Panda. We're ending it here anyway. After this episode. All love to you, brother. Thank you so much for everything you do, Akash Panda, man. Here we go, y'all. I love how even the celestial dragons haven't heard of this. Some of them. My boy. Look at Big Saul. Even got my boy Shoo Shoo in here, man. Amazon Lily, dude. History is a story, and we can't wait for that flashback, dude. We can't wait. Shoo Shoo in my anime in 2025 AD. That's what I'm saying, Ocean Plan. Come on, boy Edison. It's an incomplete story of that century. Like, man, when we get the full story. The lead character of the story is a man who was born 900. Sweet flag darts. Getting chills. His name was Joy Boy, bro. Was the first man to be called a pirate, bro. Joy Boy. Like, dude. Come on. Yeah, no, money, you get it, man. I'm on negative fuel powered by peak. I'm powered by peak right now. Wano! My island. Look at Momo, bro. Oh, it feels so good to hear them and the soundtracks, bro. Tub. Black darts. Oh, man. Come on, bro. Flipping Wano, bro. G4. Oh yeah, Tomorrow Black. This flipping flag dart. This dude, bro. Yo, what's good, Namir? Yo, straight up, Alejandro Solis. Straight up. Non-stop cinema. It's a record of an enormous great war. Fought against the WG of today. Joe Boy's party was so strong that it compelled them to join forces. Joy Boy! Oh, there's the show. Yo, Joy Boy and the Kings. I love the way they did the shot. I love the way they did the shot. Had a civilization unbelievably advanced for its time 900 years ago. And it shows Zoe. Carrot. Beyond the capacity of modern science to create the ancient weapons. Foxy! Feed, 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 feed. Shout out Edison, man. Shout out to my guy. Perfect. That's how we end off the night, man. With greatness. Next time, when we come back, I'm not sure how soon that'll be. Hopefully very soon. We'll have 3 episodes to watch, depending on how soon it'll be. I think it'll be 4 after the next one. But I'm still not sure when I'm gonna do the next part. But regardless, these will be up as soon as possible for the individuals who do want to watch this particular reaction. But man, we had a lot of fun. I really, really dug having a chance to be able to catch up to the anime again. Man, dude, just it reminds me so much about why I love this particular stretch so much with the Vegapunk message and Egghead as a whole. And what a magnificent arc, bro! Final saga Oda, ladies and gentlemen. But I thank y'all so much for being here. Of course, for the chapter reaction, but also for the after part as well. Let me go ahead and do it. No Aruma updates, Akash Pen, unfortunately. Yeah, dude, super excited, Caribou-kun, for the greatness. Don't let the government get you. Let me see. That's right. Foxy top 2 and he ain't 2. That's for sure. There was, before we end the stream, this super that I wanted, or not the super, the Google translated message that I wanted to read. Oh wait, this is not the right message. The t-shirt is nice. Maybe I'll do a live reaction about the Bible someday. Totally get why Loki... Well, I appreciate you for the t-shirt, by the way. I totally get why Loki resented his father because he said it was a WG and made deals. His friends are really great. Loki seemed totally trapped, and this flashback really revealed the other side of the story where the truth is revealed. So I wonder if there will be a flashback to when Shanks formed the Red-Haired Pirates. That'd be awesome. And I do think that is going to happen. I most certainly do expect that to be the case, my friend. Absolutely. But alright, y'all. Have a wonderful day and night, as I'm sure some of y'all are probably in my time zone. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all on Tuesday, and then, of course, once again on Friday. Enjoy the Game Awards, by the way. Next week, Game Awards, super fun. John Cena's last match is going to be next week. I look forward to catching up to the anime again, and once again, start creating those lists for the favorite chapters of the year, because during the next break week, not this one coming up, but on the following break week, we will be doing our favorite chapters of the year, both the poll results and my own personal list. So definitely excited for that. But I'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all so much for being here. It was a lot of fun. So happy to be able to watch the anime again and read another great chapter within the greatness. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see y'all next time, man.